On an island off the coast of Scotland, something was summoned from the depths of hell. Something that would end mankind.
And this thing you worried about, did it show up?
Oh, yes.
You, sir,
Yes.
were a part of one of the craziest kisses I've ever seen on screen.
Oh, yeah.
What can you tell me about shooting that scene?
Oh, man. That was not a fun time. The lovely individual who plays that particular witch in the movie is this terrific guy, Troy, who is a contortionist, who's incredible. His movement was incredible as this character. The makeup was disgusting and scary. And there was this moment when, and Troy was very lovely. He hadn't done that many films. And so he was very respectful as we began this process of the kiss moment. And then the director and I both encouraged him. I was like, Troy, we really want to sell this, so let's go for it. You know what I mean? And Troy really decided to use his tongue in all sorts of ways. Luckily, I had an entire latex mask in front, but even then, it was uncomfortable for both of us. We really went through an experience that day. That was quite a scene.
I feel like a lot of women have those. I've had kisses where I literally leave and I'm like...
Yeah, the tongue just like, you're like, guys. Like, yeah, now I know. Now I know how it feels, so I will trust me. Yeah.
What's something that you've never done that you would love to do just for the hell of it?
What's something I've never done that I would love to do for the hell of it? I mean, the first thing that jumps to mind, because I'm not really like I hate the ocean. I'm terrified of like the ocean. Like even nature with like super ticks and spiders. Like I'm not so, but the one thing I kind of am into, which I've never done, is jump out of an airplane and like parachute or whatever. I guess they call it skydiving. My brain could work. Jump out of an airplane is something I'd like to do for the hell of it.
As long as you're not falling in the ocean.
Yeah. I'd want to hit land. I definitely want to hit land. That would suck. Can you imagine parachuting into the ocean?
What if Hellboy had to do stuff in the ocean? Is that like a no-go for you?
Yeah, that would be like, I'm out.
If you went to hell and came back, who would you haunt and why?
Who would I haunt?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So many people. I mean, I'm mad at so many people.
He's an asshole.
Like, I guess I would haunt, like, concepts. Like, I would haunt, like, big old institutions that I have problems with in, like, the world, Things that have made me feel sort of less than and outcast for a lot of my life and not included. And so I'd haunt those things. That's a very obscure answer. I wish I could be more specific, but I'd probably get sued in some way.
I interrupt!
On the contrary, you've arrived just in time.
What is something that you've never done that you would like to do just for the hell of it?
Make $1 billion.
You haven't made $1 billion?
I haven't made $1 billion yet. I feel left out of the club.
Contrary to popular belief.
No, I don't know. I mean, you know what? I've never done hand gliding, and that's something that has always sort of like attracted me. But now that I have kids, I'm like, I would never. But I'm kind of sad that I never did that before I had kids.
So you'll never do it?
No.
Okay. I could see you rocking that. I mean, I feel like you could do anything.
Maybe if it was for a movie or something, that would be great, because then it would be like safer.
Right.
But
if you went to hell and came back, who would you haunt and why?
Funny questions. There's probably a few people that pop to mind, but I don't want to get political.
Is there anyone non-political that you would haunt?
I don't know. I'd probably just like haunt all my friends just to be annoying.
What do you hope people take away from this movie?
I think this movie is so much about people who are marginalized, people who are ostracized. The hero, my character, the people that I lead, my people, the monsters. It's so much about finding acceptance And I think it's very relatable in today's society. You know, we see such powerful women in office today that are constantly just trying to be taken down. Like men in this world are just trying to take them down all the time. And I found that so amazing because I related to that aspect about my character. She's a powerful woman with big ideas, and boom, immediately she gets buried alive. And, you know, I feel like this movie is very apropos. It's very relevant to what we're experiencing today on an everyday basis.
You made me a damn weapon. I just wanted to help you become the best you.
Some dads get their kids Legos.
What are some of the things that this new Hellboy can and can't do? I read somewhere that this Hellboy can't have sex. Are there other things that Hellboy can't do?
Well, you know, this is a complete new Hellboy to everything, because it's a reboot. It's nothing to do with the first one. No, I think the very look of the character, unless David brings such humanity to it, they may have sex in the next one. You never know, you know. With whatever whoever they decide to bring into it. No, I think there's rules of the game. Whenever a show, well, like Harry Potter's a magic show, right? They can do magic. They can all do magic. So that's a given within the Bible of that show. So Avengers shows, they all have special skills. They can all do something. It's like there's a show that I do on American Gods, which is they're all old gods. But they can't do Harry Potter things and they can't do Avengers things because that's too easy. If you make your characters, they've got to earn things. Even in those Avengers movies, they've got to earn them at times. It's just too easy to do something. Hellboy, no, I mean, he can do things, but his power must be earned by, you know, the talk about what am I? I'm a creature from hell, which is born with these weird things he can do. He can't be destroyed in a certain sense, he can, but he's the spawn of the devil, but he was found by this supposedly good guy, which is me, the father, Trevor Brottenholm, who's become his sort of life coach, if you like, but only on one side. The fact is there are monsters out there, son, and they'll get you before you get them. So he's made his son into a killing machine, and because he's one of them. And the kids now asking questions about, aren't I like these people I kill? I'm half a monster. I mean, maybe you're not right all the time. So that's a kind of a nice moral dilemma for the film to go through, while it lops off 1,000 heads and blood gets in your face and people scream and scare each other to death, because that's what they want to do when they see a film like this. They don't want morals thrust in their face all the time, but they do like a little of the chat, if it's right. And it's also funny in its own sort of deadpan way at times. Doesn't try too hard to be funny. It looks fabulous. And I think it earns its stripes as a reboot in every conceivable way.
I'm obsessed. I love it. Thank you for that.
Oh, that's great. Thank you.
What is something you've never done that you would love to do just for the hell of it?
Ice skate.
You've never been ice skating?
I would love to ice skate. I used to live in the beach in Venice, and I see people skateboarding. I think, you know, I don't think I'm going to try it, much as I love it. But ice skate, maybe I'll get somebody who can just pull me around the ring like that if I'm in New York in about 6 months' time. No, it's one of those funny things you didn't.
I
never ice skate when I was a kid. People say, you know, did you ever ski? I said, no, they didn't. When I was a kid, no, I couldn't afford that skiing. That came later on, you know, when they were the cheap one-days to Paris. But, yes, anything to do with snow. Love it, but, you know, apart from throwing a snowball, the rest is a mystery.
If you went to hell and came...
Hellboy, the snowball. A snowboy's chance in hell. If I was what? Go on, carry on.
The second movie, if you went to hell and came back, who would you haunt and why?
Oh, if I was hell and come back, I don't know. I wouldn't, no. I wouldn't do it to anybody. I'd probably I'd send some clown to knock on somebody's door at 3 a.m. and see how they reacted. In the outfit, you know what I mean? Thank you.
No, exactly
Called
what you
Smiley
mean.
Wimple.
Oh my God, that's so terrifying.
It's Smiley Wimple, and it's 2 a.m. No, that's scary. And the clown, hello.
Okay, come on. Let's get your game face on. Yeah, come on, let's do this.
What is something that you've never done that you would like to do just for the hell of it?
This is a family channel, yeah?
You can say whatever you want.
No, really, I can't.
Really?
No, what would I do that I've never done before?
I'm so intrigued now.
I'll give you an actory answer. I'd like to go back and do some more Shakespeare. How's that?
Okay, I like
I've
that.
done Shakespeare, but not all the roles that I would like to. That's so pretentious. You'll cut this.
Oh, I love it. Like, what's Shakespeare play?
I don't know, what is Shakespeare?
No, like, what from Shakespeare would you want?
No, I like Henry V a lot. I think given our political climate, we could use someone to inspire us as a leader, and it's a pretty great story.
Love that. If you went to hell and came back and had to haunt someone, who would you haunt and why?
Oh my gosh, it's one of these interviews. Okay. If I went to hell and came back and I had to haunt someone.
And it can't be Shakespeare.
Would it be someone like, because haunting can be a good thing or a bad thing.
It
You
could.
could just follow someone. I'd want to just check in on all my friends and family, make sure they're okay.
What do you want people to take away from this movie?
You know, I just, the feeling that it's a bit of a roller coaster ride. Like, that feeling that after you get off an amusement park ride that you take a deep breath and you go, wow, that was something. If they could walk away with that feeling from this movie, that'd be great.